Now, it's interesting. This is something we have in common. We both have a common friend called Joe Vitale, right?
Yes.
Which is in The Secret.
Yes.
Now, you've watched The Secret. First of all, when you watch it, what did you think of it, first of all?
I didn't believe in anything at all.
You're like, what is The Secret?
Yeah, what is it? And then when I found out and read it, I was almost angry because I knew that it didn't work. So I started to do all these things they tell you to do just to prove it wrong.
Yes, yes. Examples such as like your visualization, right? Affirmation and different things, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So you can just sit here and imagine things and that will happen.
Yes.
Of course I didn't believe it.
And I think that's a very interesting point because I think a lot of people, when they watch The Secret, right? Or they first learn about law of attraction. And at the time, Secret was so popular, right?
Yeah.
Like millions and millions and millions of people watched the movie and all read the book. But I think most people, they misunderstood that what it is about the laws of success, where yes, you could attract the things that you want. I think both you and I, we attract and we manifest what we want, but it's not like, oh, just sit there and you visualize and you chant and something comes fall on your lap. It's not like that at all, right?
Absolutely
so
not.
What do you think is missing for most people when they understand the law of attraction, but they don't fully apply in their life? Like, why is it most people not being able to manifest what they want, even they understand the law of attraction?
First two key ingredients, what I think, I have seen it with my eyes and what people can do it. And first of all, is they have limiting beliefs. They don't believe that they will get it. They don't feel strong enough for it. And the other thing is action, which The Secret unfortunately misses a lot, that you can't just sit on a chair and it's gonna happen to you. You need to take massive action. If you want a certain item, go and look at it. I mean, go and talk to people that already has it. Or if you want a certain promotion, find someone that already doing it. I mean, you need to take massive action, and that's where everything starts to fall to place. But action is the key to any success, yeah.
And in your whole journey while you're building your company, what are some of the struggles you were experiencing? Maybe even some big mistakes that you made that you wish you could avoid?
Well, my first company I ever founded, it went bankrupt after 1.5 years, and I started to invest. It went good the first 1.5 years, but then when I started to accumulate income and funds, I started to invest them in the wrong things.
Such as?
Wrong location on offices, wrong staff that couldn't do the job. I was just picking someone because I needed someone quickly and urgent.
Yes.
And
which is the worst time to hire someone, when you need someone quick, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yes, we know
just
that.
take the first one. So,
yes.
Yeah, so that was one of my biggest business failures, I would guess. But it also taught me how not to do it.
And now you have a staff of over 200.
Yes, correct.
200 somewhat people. So from there to now, how do you manage your organization? What's your management philosophy? What's your leadership style? I'm just curious.
Well, I've been studying so many leaders through my career, and what I understood that to be a great leader, there is two ways to lead. You can lead with fear, or you can lead with inspiration. A lot of it, we all think about that horrible boss we once had. We all had that kind of manager.
And especially in Asia, even in Thailand, Malaysia, or China, it's always top to bottom. It's always more like he's the boss, right? And everybody. What's your style?
Well, I see that in many organizations, and usually managers or bosses, they think that they're better and above anyone else. I like to be among everyone, but also lead with inspiration instead. And if you lead with inspiration, people intend to stay with you for a very long time. But if you lead with fear, sooner or later, they cannot handle it anymore, and then you lose great people, you lose great managers within your organization. And I wouldn't say the companies is all behind me now. I mean, I have fantastic managers and executives that are leading the departments they have to do, and without them, we wouldn't have the success we have today. So it's very important to coach and make these managers into great people that leads with inspiration as well.
And with your company, do you structure where like how do you structure? Do you have an executive team where then different project you have one lead that's managing, say this property? Like how do you do that?
Well, everything is broke up into departments. So I have sales department, marketing departments, HR departments, finance, accounting, and all these departments to break into different departments that are led by a certain executive or a manager that is controlling it, right? Okay. And then it's all connected up. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then from there, you say to lead with inspiration. How do you, example, how do you empower your team to be able to grow and also empower them with like responsibility, right? When they arrive, because we're talking about anytime doing a big development like this, there's a lot of capital involved. Sure. There's a lot of risk involved too, right? Where and there's no way, because you're a serial entrepreneur, you're managing so many things, right? You can't be like micromanaging and then try to like get your hands in everything. So what do you do?
Well, it's the same thing. You need to have good trust in the people that work under you. So they need to do the duties and tasks that you tell them to do, but you need to have clear system of how they could do it. And of course, whenever I hire someone, I also show them as a good leader how to do it, and I just not tell people what to do. Because if you do it as a good leader and show them the way first and how you execute a perfect duty or job, they intend to like you a lot more and get more trust and respect for you, right?
I think I saw one of your quotes on social media talk about spend more time with your people.
Of course.
As a leader, right?
Yes.
Like, are you talking about like coaching them and mentoring them?
All this is important, and we even go on holidays together. We've been to different countries together with the staff and managers. We jump out of planes together. I mean, skydiving together. So
just trying to convince me to jump off a plane with him. Like I'm like, let me think about that.
Well, I'm still here, so it should be okay.
But I know it. Well, I've done bungee jumping, but not like like from a plane.
It's a bit higher.
It's something I want on my bucket list, though.
Well, I do it because you kill fears. And why do we do it? It's a psychological aspect. When you jump out of, I mean, can you ever think about something more scary to do in your life? Yes. Probably not. So if you can do that, nothing else gonna scare you. And usually, fear is something that stops you from achieving certain things, so it keeps you back. So why not just attack it and get it done?
That's right. That's right.